Did you know that the library is full of dirt? Join us this summer as we get the dirt, discovering interesting reading trails. There will be trails about pets, music, dirt diggers, and more. Today's Get the Dirt is about gardens. There are flower gardens, butterfly gardens, herb gardens, vegetable gardens, and pizza gardens. And so much more. Have you ever planted a seed? Have you ever planted a whole garden? You don't have to have a lot of space. Gardens can be from as big as a yard to as small as a pot. Let's start with this special book our library will send. It's a bit fun to read because the pages are large and the words are easy to see. You can help me in today's Get the Dirt by reading along as I point to the words in our book. This book was written and illustrated by Lois L. Hurt. Lois L. Hurt has written many bright and colorful picture books for children. This book is called Planting a Rainbow by Lois L. Hurt. Every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. In the fall, we buy some bulbs and plant them into the ground. See, look at all the different shapes of the bulbs. Here's a tiger lily, red tulip, orange tulip, daffodil, blue hyacinth, purple crocus, and purple bearded iris. We order some seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long. Here's the phlox, morning glory, zinnia, aster, cornflower, marigold, and daisy. And for spring, to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs. Here's a tulip, another tulip, daffodil. Doesn't this look like an umbrella to you? A hyacinth, a crocus, and then later in the summer, here's the same plants. Here's another tulip, daffodil, hyacinth, crocus. You can tell which ones come up sooner rather than the others. It appears that tulips come up later in the summer compared to hyacinth and crocus. Then it's time to go to the garden center and collect some seedlings. There's a rose, a poppy, violet, pansy, fern, carnation. We sow the seeds and set out the plants in soil. The fern, poppy, violet, rose, carnation, pansy, iris, cornflower, morning glory, zinnia, marigold, aster, phlox, daisy, and tiger lily. And watch the rainbow grow. The same plants, but later in the summer. So they're getting bigger and bigger. And grow. And grow. We have some red flowers. There's tulips, carnations, and roses. And some orange flowers. Another tulip, a zinnia, tiger lily, poppy. Some yellow flowers. There's daisy, marigold, daffodils. And go some green things. These are ferns. There's different types of ferns. There's fiddlehead ferns, and then the other kind of fern. Some blue flowers. There's morning glories, hyacinth, and cornflowers. And some purple flowers. So crocus, phlox, iris, violets, and asters, and a pansy. All summer long, we pick them and bring them home. And when summer is over, we know we can grow our rainbow next year. Thanks for helping me read our first book today. One of my favorite types of gardens are butterfly gardens. Butterflies are so important to gardens. Do you know why? Yes, butterflies help pollinate other plants. Butterflies, bees, moths, and hummingbirds are attracted to the bright colors of flowers. They take a slurp of nectar and move on to the next flower. Do you know what is stuck to those flying creatures when they move on to the next flower? Yes, pollen. That helps get the plant ready for the flower to grow fruit. which we eat, and the seeds for a new plant to grow. Here's a fun board book about a caterpillar. A board book has stiff pages, which are great for young readers to use when learning how to read a book. This book is called Caterpillar Spring, Butterfly Summer. It's a caterpillar spring, a fiesta, a field day, a fling, a fine time for stepping out, a fine time to wiggle about. Look how they did the book. This actually pops up in its claw. It's a caterpillar song. Bugs sing, bouncy, bouncy along. Stretch high they swing and sway, dancing in a springtime ballet. It's a caterpillar treat. Baby bugs gather around to eat. A time to chompy chew, munching leaves as they march through. It's a caterpillar sigh. Its very few friends fly high. Goodbye. He bounces and leaps and springs, but he can't fly without wings. It's a caterpillar sleep. It's long, cozy, and deep. Awake to a woodpecker drummer. It's a butterfly summer. I think this book was very interesting because of how they did the caterpillar and the butterfly. Did you know that when you sign up for the summer library reading program, you'll get a packet of seeds so you can start your own garden? This summer reading program theme is digging deeper. So between watching Get the Dirt and participating in the summer reading program, you'll be doing lots of digging this summer. I hope you are ready to dig in. In my packet from the library, I received a packet of Sweet William seeds. Your packet may have aster seeds. Let's read directions and get the dirt on planting Sweet Williams. When I look at the seed packet, I see the Sweet Williams we received are heirloom. That means these seeds that have been grown and collected and grown and collected and grown and collected for many, many, many years. The back of the packet says they are perennial, which means they should come up every year on their own. So I'll have to be sure to choose a sunny to semi-sunny spot that I will want these flowers to come up each year. They're colorful. Perhaps they'll go good in my butterfly garden. Next, you will get a packet that looks like this, and on the front there will be an instructions. It says, pack soil lightly into planting tube. And just for safety reasons, I'm going to put my planting tube in a plastic cup. So I'm going to lightly sprinkle the dirt in the planting tube. It says to leave half an inch space at the top of the tube. So, add seeds. So the seeds are in this packet right here. You're going to be careful because the seeds are very, very small. And you don't want any Sweet Williams springing up in your living room, do you? After you put the seeds in, cover the thing with fresh soil. See, I'm glad I put a cup there because I have extra dirt. Water and keep the seeds moist until seeds sprout. About 8 to 10 days. Once sprouted, entire tube, so it means the entire planting tube, can be planted in a pot or a garden. Make sure your Sweet Williams get sun and keep them watered. So these are my Sweet Williams. I'm going to put them right there. I can't wait to see my Sweet Williams juice their heads out of the rich, dark soil and reach for the bright blue sky. I have to be sure to transplant them to my outside garden when they are about 4 inches tall. Here's a fun book about butterflies. It's a Cat in the Hat Learning Libraries book written by Trish and illustrated by Artis Lees, Bruce, and Joel Matthew. While it looks like a fiction book because it's a cat in the hat, it's really a nonfiction book. Trish Rabe chose to use fun Dr. Seuss-style rhyme and colorful pictures to help us learn more about butterflies. This book is called Oh My, a Butterfly. I'm the cat in the hat. If you look in the sky, you might see a butterfly fluttering by. They are colorful insects whose lives you will see are very exciting. Come on, follow me. Right here in your yard, if you look, you might spot a butterfly egg. It's a little round dot. It sticks to a leaf. Rain won't wash it away. Right here on this leaf is where it wants to stay. You might think in these eggs there are small butterflies, but wait till they hatch, and you'll get a surprise. Caterpillars hatch out of butterfly eggs. They look like small worms. They may have 16 legs. They start chewing and growing and growing and chewing. That's about all they spend their time doing. They eat first their eggshells, then its leaves that they need. They eat all the time, and they grow with great speed. If we grew as fast as they do, this was funny to us. In 2 weeks, we would be as big as a bus. How big? It's giant. This caterpillar has grown too big for its skin. It needs bigger skin than the skin it's been in. So it takes a deep breath, and it wobbles and wiggles. The skin starts to split as it joggles and jiggles. The old skin falls off, and right there underneath is a new, bigger skin that's been hiding beneath. He eats the old skin. Oh, yum, how delicious! Protein in the skin makes it very nutritious. See this caterpillar? He really looks cute dressed up in his new black and orange striped suit. After the 4th time it sheds all its skin, the next stage of a butterfly's life will begin. It hangs upside down like a small letter J, and for a few hours it hangs there that way. Then it changes again. This next stage it is, the shell forms around it called a chrysalis. Inside the chrysalis, the caterpillar keeps changing. All of its body parts are rearranging. For almost 10 days, it can't move and can't eat. Then one day, the butterfly change is complete. The tiny black legs begin to poke through. In seconds, another leg pops into view. She bursts into the air, a bright new butterfly. Her wings are so soft. First, she can't fly. She must wait until they harden. Then she must stay. If an enemy comes, she cannot fly away. Her antenna starts working to sense what's around her. The motions, the smells, the sights that surround her. In hours, her new wings get harder, and so she's ready to fly. She's ready to go. See these 2 caterpillars? They're different. Here's why. One will soon be a moth, one a bright butterfly. Here's the moth. Here's the pet caterpillar. One makes a chrysalis, and now we know inside it's a butterfly starting to grow. One spins a cocoon like a blanket to hide, and then a new moth begins growing inside. Spiders, frogs, beetles, birds, lizards, and mice think bright butterflies for a snack are quite nice. Every butterfly knows birds are trying to catch it. Its wobbly flight makes it harder to snatch it. This butterfly's colors warn foes it might meet. I'm poison, I'll hurt you, I'm not good to eat. Some cover their bright wings with dark wings, you see. This helps them to blend with the leaves on a tree. Look, that's actually a butterfly. Looks a lot like a leaf. Butterflies are so light. This will show you how many you will need to equal just the weight of a penny. So you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies if you want to weigh them as much as a penny. They see thousands of pictures of one. Look at me. Here's a drawing of what they would see. Their eyes, whenever they look at something, they see tons and tons and tons of it. With the tube, the proboscis, like butterflies' draws, nectar from flowers, like we drink from straws. We have a new hobby we're just started trying. It's fun and it's free. It's called butterflying. We look to find butterflies. They're everywhere. In our yard, near a stream, in the ground, in the air. We write down the day, the time, and that we saw them. We write down the place, then take crayons and draw. When you find butterflies, there are always ways you can see by the size, the shape, the color, what kind they might be. Butterflies get their names from all different things. Swallowtail butterflies have long tails on their wings. Here's a lacewing. Its wings look like lace. This is an owl butterfly. It looks like a baby owl's face. Which one is the smallest? This pygmy bloom. A birdwing is the largest. It's beautiful too. So this is the smallest. This is the biggest. It's called Queen Alexandra birdwing. These are the monarchs. Just watch them in flight. They have orange and black wings with small dots of white. They can't live in cold weather, so somehow they know they must fly where it's warmer, like to Mexico. They fly hundreds of miles. They fly hours and hours. They stop just to rest and sip nectar from flowers. Monarchs hide in a storm when the thunder is crashing. They know they're in danger when lightning is flashing. Monarchs fly for weeks till they finally see, in the Mexican forest, an oyamel tree. They fly to the tree, and then just before dark they land and they hook their small legs in the bark. Without a sun's warmth, they are too cold for flight, and they huddle together to wait out the night. In spring, when it's warm, the monarchs lift off from the trees. They flutter and swoop, they dance in the breeze. Now that it's warmer, these butterflies know they must mate and lay eggs so new babies can grow. Once a female has mated, it's hard to go on. She will not live much longer. Her time is almost up. She's carrying eggs. They're heavy. That's why she cannot go back home. It's too far to fly. So she searches for leaves and lays eggs one by one. She lays hundreds of eggs, and she won't stop till she's done. Butterflies are surprising and beautiful things. They soar through the air on their bright-colored wings. They are like jewels in the sun. They live just a short while, but wherever you see one, you can't help but smile. For you know on a leaf, if you look, you might find an egg that a butterfly just left behind. And in this egg, a small head of a pin, a new butterfly life is about to begin. If you like this style book, you'll want to check out more that are found in the Cat in the Hat Learning Library. These books are a great way to get the dirt on so many topics. Let's read it. All of these books can be found under the Easy section of your library, under the author's last name, unless it's part of a series. If you can't find a book, be sure to ask your librarian to show you how to get the dirt and find what you need. If you want to get the dirt on how to plant a garden, or get the dirt on some gardening ideas, be sure to check out the 635 section of your library. Be sure to join us next time as we get the dirt, discovering interesting reading trails. Until then, be sure to get the dirt at your local library.